Hello, welcome to Chasing Diecast Cars. On Saturday, November 7, I received a box from Tom's Modelcars, stuff I had ordered online on their website. So let's start with these Norev. So this is the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. It's a little bit older item, 2017. €4.99 in euro is what I paid for them. That's about the maximum I'm willing to pay for a Norev, but because these are a little bit heavier castings, there's more metal in them, I thought they were worth it. Can't remember seeing this before on their website, but anyways, a bit dirty on the roof. Very heavy, all metal body, even the bumpers are metal. Base is plastic. It's got these alloy style rims, look pretty good on it. So this is in a French livery, I think kind of an ambulance livery. Vehicle of help and assistance to victims. That's kind of what it says on the side. Two telephone numbers for France. It's got the cherry on top, lensed headlights, nice grille with the Mercedes star and the black painted part there, white painted bumper with the fog lights painted silver. Also the cladding here on the side is painted black, and then a little bit of white on the bumper pieces here, and then in the middle it's black with these stripes on the back, reflecting stripes, and it seems to have a Mercedes logo here in the middle. Does not seem to have actual windows, these are just black painted metal parts, so that's also a reason why it's so heavy, I think. Interior wise, let's see if it's any good. It's okay looking, yeah, not bad. Yeah, nice piece, pretty heavy, like that. And then we got a favorite of mine, the Citroen HY from 1969 till 1981. This is also the most recent piece I have, because this has a 2020 date. Also $4.99. Not as heavy as the Mercedes, even though it's slightly bigger, which is of course not to scale. At least I don't think so. But anyways, although it is also pretty heavy, but not as heavy. It's also a completely metal body, plastic base. This one has the rubber tires. The Mercedes had the plastic tires, I believe. Yeah, they seem plastic to me. The classics often get the rubber tires. The more modern ones get plastic tires, although that's not always the case. So we got some silver paint on the door handle, even though it's a silver vehicle. It's kind of hard to tell. Got the silver paint on the headlights and on the double chevron, the Citroen logo. Very nice grille piece also. Inside, yeah, looks pretty okay, you know. It's got a proper steering wheel, and of course very basic dashboard, because that's what they were like back then. Again, some silver paint on the handle here of the sliding door. Taillights in the back, and again paint on the handle. And we can look inside. Ooh, look. It's kind of detailed on the inside. It's got those panels also, those ribs or whatever you call those, also visible on the inside. That's kind of nice, like that. So yeah, got the two red ones, two yellow ones, and now I got the silver one. Don't have all of them yet. There's a Citroen service version I don't have, and maybe some other, but anyways, happy to have it. Then I got a bunch of estate wagons. This is from Series 5, the most recent series. I was able to grab 4 out of 6 green machines of that series. So this is a 1969 Plymouth Satellite station wagon. It's a new casting. So 2020 copyright. Normal price $7.99 for the normal version and $9.99 for the green machine. And then here's the number of the casting. Well, not the casting of this series, I mean. So if you want to find it online, just Google GL, short for Greenlight, and then these numbers and this letter. And then you will find this specific model. Without the letter, you just find the series, the Estate Wagon Series 5. These are the other vehicles in the set. We're going to look at 4 of them. I did not find the 1955 Chevy 210 Handyman was not available at Tom's as a green machine. And there's actually a Nomad inside the packaging, so it's not really a 210. It's kind of weird. And the other one that I did not get was the 1970 Plymouth Belvedere emergency wagon. That one was available, but it's kind of a generic police livery. I find it kind of strange for a company that has so many police liveries, police department liveries, that they would do a generic police livery. Seems kind of dumb to me, so I did not grab that. So let's take a look at this new casting. This is an Alpine White. Serial number is 3491. It's got the green chassis and rim green machine version. It's a nicely detailed front end with a Japanese style license plate. It's got the these side markers painted. Satellite is written here on the front fender. Interior wise, it's got the bench seat in the front. That's cool. In the back we got a trailer hitch. Nice chrome bumper. Taillights painted. Some silver paint. And then this should fall down if it works. Sometimes they're kind of hard to open, especially when they are new. You see, there's seems to be some paint coming off on the sides here, and here. See, when I try to move it down, it's, yeah, see, that's always the same issue with new castings. The tailgates are too tight, and then later on they change that, and then on the later ones they will just drop open like that without even touching. That's yeah, they kind of keep repeating the same issues over and over again. That's feels like back when I was working at Mercedes, every new model Mercedes made, they made the same dumb mistakes again. Oh well, maybe that's just something typical. I don't know what these white dots here are. Is that the reverse lights or something? Couldn't tell you. So anyways, a very big boot or trunk. I mean, this thing goes on forever. Look at that. That is huge. I think there's also maybe a third row seat in there. You see that it's kind of partitioned there, but you can probably pull that up and have a third row of seats. Because you know, these were the people carriers of that time, you know. Could fit a lot of people and the luggage. But it's an awesome casting. Cool. Next one, got the 1971 Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser. Here's the numbers for you. They all have the same traits, so there's a little bit of dust here, but I can wipe it off. So the green rim, green chassis versions, 3,269, I think it says on the serial number. So this is in Matador red with wood grain. The hood looks like it opens, but it's just because it's just like that because they have a different style of hood with the hood scoops for the more powerful versions. It doesn't open. Light colored interior, it's always better to look at it. Also has the bench seat in the front. There seems to be an issue with the window piece here. As you see, there's kind of a gap. Is that on the other side too? No, the other side is nice and flush. Oh, a little bit. Okay, anyways, got the roof rack. I think they all come with that. Also has the trailer hitch. It says Vista Cruiser on the tailgate. And this one opens nicely because this has been reworked, redone. Also has the third row seats in there, I believe. Yeah, cool one. Then we got the 1977 Pontiac Grand Le Mans Safari. Again, here's the numbers for you. Names of these colors are often pretty funny. Try not to laugh. This is in goldenrod yellow with wood grain. No comments. 2589 is the serial number. So let's start at the front here. Also got the roof rack. It's got the lights that are in the bumper in the back. That's something different. Seems to be on a little bit crooked, the bumper. Also has the trailer hitch. The lift gate opens up pretty easy on these because there's nothing on the side that can hinder it from opening. Pretty narrow boot or trunk on this one, but yeah, pretty long also, but not as long as the other ones. And we forgot to take a look on the inside, also light colored, so should be good visual. This one does not have a bench seat. There's two separate seats in the front. Cool. And then we have the 1983 Mercury Grand Marquis Colony Park. And strangely enough, I paid the same price as the regular version for this one. And there's still one available if you're after this, so if you're fast you might still be able to grab it at Tom's. Maybe they made a mistake, I don't know, but the other one is also $7.99. This is in light cadet blue iridescent with wood grain. Mouthful, that color. 3,443. Impressive front end there. Kind of a tan interior. Colony Park on the side here. Trailer hitch also got that white license plate thingy. So Grand Marquis, it seems to say on the left, and then something behind it like LS or LE, and then Mercury on the right. Also has the roof rack with a little bit of, seems like red paint on the side, or is it brown? Kind of hard to tell. So this is one of those tailgates that has been reworked, although not good enough it seems, because it only opens that far. But these early ones, you could not pry them open. They were just stuck in there. And this one, it's kind of doesn't want to go flat. Anyways, it's not that important to me opening parts, but you know, If you include them, you have to make them work, I think. Also, very big trunk on this one, huge. Not as detailed though as the others. It's just a smooth floor on it. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing when you see the others that are much more detailed. I mean, then we get to Norman Rockwell Series 3, the 1972 Volkswagen double cab ladder truck. 2020 release. Here's the numbers. It's my second version of this casting, and it's my second green body green machine of it. Doesn't happen very often. 1726 is the serial number. So this is a green body green machine. The original color is beige, where you could see green. It should be beige on the regular version. Bumper is in the back is kind of crooked. And the tampo says Ringwell Telephone Company. Got this purple roof with the telephone dials on it. So this is the version with the indicators above the headlights. There's also one that has the indicators below the headlights. Interior wise, it's kind of smudgy, yeah, and it's on the inside, so can't really show you properly. I did show it on a previous one. This is silver or unpainted Zamac leather. The other one had the white one. And again the blue light here on top. Cool. Then to further complete my New York City taxi collection, this is a hobby exclusive 1994 Ford Crown Victoria. Here's the numbers. Number 81, so that's a pretty low serial number. It says NYC Taxi on the back door, and here's the taxi fare prices. Would have been great if this one had the lens headlights, but you know, because they look so white, you know. I don't know what this sticker says, but I can't read that. That's just way too small. Pretty detailed dashboard, it seems. And then it's got the same number on the back that it has on the back doors. Cool, like it. Then we got the Hobby Shop Series 9. This is the 1981 Chevrolet Caprice Classic with Woman in Dress. So 2020 release. I think so far these were all 2020 releases. Let's get this lady out. Nice classy lady. This is in serial number 3958. It's a nice silver color with this kind of primer color side panel. It's got this little emblem here on the C-pillar. Nice chrome bumper. Yeah, looks good. Looks good on the inside too. And these typical lights in the back. These things are so awesome. I'm yeah, starting to like these four-door saloon cars, these American ones, more and more. And we got the other one. There's only 2 civilian versions of this Caprice so far. And this was in the advertising series. This is a raw chase, so unpainted except for the roof. So they kind of fit well together, this one being silver painted. Front end seems pretty much the same. Back end is a little bit different, the taillights are different, mostly. And then from Julie Drivers Series 5 we got the 2018 Chevy Silverado 3500 HD Wrecker. Also 2020 release. Very cool one. I've been waiting for this for a long time. Because what's cool on Tom's website is that you can see what's coming from Greenlight far in advance. Because of course he has that info, obviously. 1483 serial number. It's kind of an issue here with the tire. Let's see if we can... these tires are pretty hard. Rubber tires, and of course there's 2 of them. It's a little bit better, but not perfect. I'll fix that further on after the video. Kind of disappointing, there's a color difference between the back and the body. So this is plastic, this is metal. Got these huge steps here on the side. Huge mirrors also. This one's kind of loose. This one's nice and strong on there. And this one's careful. I'll have to be careful when I wipe these down. This is going to end up. Yeah, this does not look good. You have to be really careful. Very dark green on the rims on this one. Like an army green. So yeah, impressive front end. It's got some orange paint behind the plastic lenses to mimic the indicators probably, or those kind of marking lights. It says Duramax here, the hood. Would that hood open? I don't think so. I'll try to pry something in there to see if it opens, but it's got a moving part in the back, so I don't think they would bother making an opening hood. I don't think these have opening hoods. My other ones don't either, so wouldn't make much sense, right? Got some yellow paint here on the side mirrors too, for the indicators, and some lights on top. Very dark windows. Wow, you can hardly see through them. 3500 HD on the side here, and here in the back. All kinds of details, the side lights, tail lights, and then this silver stuff. The winch detailed. And then the best part, of course, is the fact that this comes down. Ooh, comes all the way down. I thought it would stop like right here, but yeah, that's kind of disappointing. Okay, so you can't really use it. It's just like that. This doesn't move. Got this cylinder there, this piston or whatever you want to call that. So that's nicely detailed. I'll put a vehicle on there. We can look at that at the end of the video when we take a look at the parking lot. Then we got an older piece, Black Bandit Series 18, the 2000 Nissan Skyline GTR 34. Normal price $499, and this is what I pay for most of the green machines at Tom's. I showed the regular version last week. That's this one. I had ordered it for fax that on YouTube, but I liked it so much that I kept it for myself, opened it up in the previous video stuff I got from Tom's, and I reordered it for a fax. So this is what the regular version looks like, with the carbon hood or bonnet and partially on the spoiler. So this is the green body green machine, 59, so pretty little number. 2017 production, you can see here 26817. The 17 stands for the year that is produced. Unfortunately, there's some black paint here on the door and on the roof. It's kind of a bummer. And this one, the front here opens up, I think, because it's got a very nice engine underneath. So we gotta take a look at that again. Look at that. Isn't that great looking? Very nicely detailed. All kinds of details in there. A little bit of a hair or glue. So yeah, that's very nicely done. Like that. A lot. This one's got the lens headlights. Black Bandit on the license plate, GTR in the grille. It's got side mirrors, but they're in plastic part of the window piece and they're not painted, so it looks kind of silly. If you're not going to paint them, just leave them off. That's my idea. Nice black rims too. Front ones don't roll very well, but that's okay. It's not meant to be played with. Right-hand drive, as it should be for a JDM vehicle. And then lots of detail in the rear also. So we'll put that one over here. Then they had a small batch of California Toys Collectibles 64. These are actually Greenlight castings, but just in a different packaging for Brazil. 2017 copyright. So this one was priced down from $6.99 to $4.99 because the glue of the blister came undone and it's stapled up, and I forgot to open up the staples so I can pull it out. Sorry about that. I'm just going to have to do that off screen now. Always have to forget something, right? Otherwise it's not a proper CDC video. There you go. So this is the Elvis Presley 1955 Cadillac Fleetwood series, and you'd think there would be something behind the series, but probably not. So just opens like that. So as some of you know, I try to find all the versions of this casting. I have the Green Machine version of this. We will look at that also. And I wanted the original pink version of it too. So blue painted engine with some black filter on top, air filter. So this one has the lensed headlights. It's also got that crooked hood that I noticed on another version I have too. So nice Cadillac emblem. Here we got the hood ornament that's kind of molded into the metal. Cadillac on the side with these big cones, bullet noses in the front. Very nice steering wheel on this one. This is probably the accurate license plate of Elvis's pink caddy. Painted taillights. And nice chrome bumpers, of course. The hubcaps are also very nice. Here's the Green Machine version of it, green body, green machine. I don't usually need to have the regular version if I get the Green Machine, but in this case, because it's such a significant model, I wanted it. Only missing the matte black version of this casting, and then one that will be the hardest for me to buy. A lame camper trailer set where the vehicle and the camper trailer are the same color. So yeah, those are the only two I'm missing. Yeah, nice pair. And then got me another Ultra Red from AutoWorld. Wasn't really planning to, but since this is a casting I like, and since I already have a red one, not an ultra red one, but just a regular red one, thought it would be kind of fun to get this. 2018 Jeep Wrangler JK Unlimited Sport, Premium Series Release 3, version A. So normal color would be bright white. Here are some stats you can read. One of 10,960, so there's quite a lot made of these. Regular version would be in 8.5, $10.99 for the Ultra Red. So interesting to notice, this one has white rims. Because I have one other Ultra Red, and it's this one, the 1965 Ford GT dirty version. So regular version in the Golf livery, and I got this Ultra Red body one with the red tires. That kind of makes sense, red tires, because you know they call them Ultra Red. But this I find kind of strange, because white tires, I know they sometimes do a white base, and this one does have a white interior, which is also part of the chase traits of this one. But I don't mind the color tires. It's part of the chase. I know a lot of you don't like that because it's not realistic, but a chase model doesn't need to be realistic for me. It's a chase, it has to stand out, so I don't mind that, but I just don't get the white tires. Why aren't they red? Because it's an Ultra Red. But of course then you could say, why is the interior not red then? And sometimes the bases are white, why aren't they red? Because white usually is what Johnny Lightning does on their white Lightnings. This is a white Lightning. So this has the white base. It's got the white tires. I think this grille is also white where it usually is not. I'm not sure. And I know they belong to the same company, Round 2. But you know, this is the other version I have, the red version. So you can see the difference in color between the ultra red and the regular red version. Just have to need to do some sliding around here on the parking lot so that it kind of makes sense, like that. And then I also was able to grab the Thrill Climbers set from Hot Wheels. These are all on damaged cards, or you know, kind of damaged cards. That's why they were reduced from $7.99 to $4.99. Very cool set, mostly European vehicles. That's my kind of thing, at least when it comes to Hot Wheels. Audi Sport Quattro. So here we have a front-mounted engine vehicle with four-wheel drive. This one's much more mangled up, as you can see, but I don't mind. Eventually these will be opened up when I have a new display case. Of course, same price. This is a Porsche 934.5. So here we have a RR layout, so rear mounted engine and rear wheel drive. The Ford RS 200. So this is a mid-engined vehicle with four-wheel drive. Also have a Matchbox version of it. It's quite bigger, not only in length but also in width. If you can compare it like that, you see. But still a cool version by Matchbox too, I think. Much more basic, of course, because it's a basic mainline version. But it does have suspension. But yeah, Hot Wheels did a great job on it. I really recognize these taillights from kind of a Ford Sierra. They look like to be from. It seems to have a separate piece on the roof too, that blue piece. Interesting. Nice casting, like it. Another nice one, Lancia 037. So this is a mid-engined rear-wheel drive. Cool. But you can see the engine through the glass, by the way. Very nicely detailed. The RS not so much. You can see something there, but it's not very detailed. And then the last one, the Volkswagen ID.R. So this is this has a front-mounted engine and a rear-mounted engine, so making it four-wheel drive because this is an electric one. So an electric engine on each axle. So it's automatically four-wheel drive. It's cool, I like it. Don't mind them including it here. So let's take a look at the parking lot like we usually do. Sorry for the bumpy camera. So we got the green body, green machine Skyline, and we got the two Caddies, regular and green machine, the two Caprices. We got the Wranglers. Yeah, well, when I was talking about the tires, I also wanted to show these, but I forgot. So, Greenlight, their chase models are called green machines. So when they do color tires, they have green tires. I have a few examples of those. We got this camper trailer. The tread is green, but the sidewalls are white painted and kind of yellowish or cream. Same with the vehicle pulling it. But I learned from watching a video by Diecast on YouTube that they in the past they also did silver or gray tires on the special chase models. So apparently they're not always green with them either. And I saw a chase being sold today at Tom's. It had yellow rims. Don't know what that is all about, but anyways. So colors of these rims and tires are apparently not always in the same color for each manufacturer. Anyways, so yeah, kind of disappointing that this thing lays flat on the floor. It kind of lifts up the vehicle a little bit, but it's because it's kind of sloping towards the beam here. Then we got the station wagons, all next to one another. And the deco with the ladder on top, NYC taxi. And then even included a vehicle that is not true 164, the Matchbox, although this one is probably also not true 164 because it's a Johnny Lightning. But anyways, so we got a full parking lot in this episode. I thank you all very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.